Okay, I think we are live on YouTube and LinkedIn. So let's just double check if people are able to hear us. Uh, if we are clearly audible. Okay. Hi, Amit sir.
Hi Aditya, how are you? I'm
Hello.
here.
Good.
Hi, Amitsa. How are you?
I'm good, Priya.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are live, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are live. I'm just double checking. So can't see
Okay.
live on LinkedIn until now. But if anyone who has joined this session, if you guys can just confirm us in the chat box that you can hear us loud and clear, that would be great.
Okay, so I'm getting the comment. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Why can't I see us live on this particular session? Let me see if I'm looking at the right event.
Okay, so let me see. Yes, we are live on LinkedIn. I can check it. I just checked it. We are live.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, I can see us now. Perfect. Okay, so
Hello,
we
everyone.
have about 100-ish people out there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining in. Again, this is a doubt clearing session for this project, which is a backend development project. We'll jump into more details, but let's take a few minutes and allow everyone else to join. Uh, Again, I'm Aditya Sharma. I'm co-founder and CEO of High Counselor, and with me I have Dr. Amit Lal and Dr. and Priya for who are helping you guys on this project. So, why don't you quickly confirm if you guys are already a part of this project or if there are new ones as well, because we were wondering, we got a lot of comments in the last few days that hey, now we want to join, how can we join it? So if you can just let us know in the comment box, simply say that hey, I'm already working on this project, or I'm new. Okay, something like this, so that would help us a lot, and then
Yeah.
we'll take it from there. And guys, today I have one more announcement to make. One an amazing tool that we have developed, which would help a lot of candidates over here. So we'll provide you access of it, and we'll talk more about it. So stay tuned. It will be helpful for every software developer or a potential data scientist sitting over here. Okay. So let's see if people are new. And guys, in the meantime, if you
Yeah.
can quickly hit this thumbs up, clap, heart shape, bulb, whatever it is, right? So that it will reach more and more people. Our objective is to include as many people as possible in this live project, right? So I'm just waiting for a few people to confirm, and please like, share this event so that we can get started in a minute or so.
Okay, people are new here and they
Hmm.
are telling me to brief. Yes, no worries. We will be briefing you about the project in detail,
Okay.
and we will be also assigning the team, those who have not been assigned. So, yeah, just wait for a few minutes.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of people who are already working on the project, and there
Yeah.
are few new ones also. So people who are new, don't worry about anything. We'll be briefing you a little bit about the project also. And if you don't have the team, you can just we'll follow the same process. We'll share all the details where you can access and for like start up your team and start up this project.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So, guys, why don't you quickly tell us your location really quick? And I've got a few thumbs up. So, guys, if you can provide more like, share really quick before we get started. If you can quickly share your location. So, I'm currently based out of San Francisco Bay Area, Sunnyvale to be exact. Uh, and where are you, Amit sir?
So I am in Toronto right now. So and I believe, and I'm going through a quite chilly winter in Toronto. So and but this time I believe that in India also there is in Asian countries also we are facing quite a similar kind of situation, specifically in the North Indian part. I guess people are writing. Okay, so people are from Virginia. There are people from Kashmir. Oh,
Yeah.
good to see you, people from Kashmir and. Victoria. So people are from Jamshedpur, Delhi. A lot of people coming. Dallas, yes. Uh, And that is the beauty of this live project, because when you look at the location of people in the last project, also in the last time I shared that people were there from almost 14 countries,
Hmm.
right? And this is the similar kind of situation we are seeing in this project also, with more attraction, because this project is little bit platform agnostic. So anybody targeting the role of backend developer, so they can develop this project in Java plus Spring Boot, Python, Ruby, Node.js. So that's an open option, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of, okay, people from Chicago. There is somebody from very close to me also, I guess. I drove. So Salt Lake City. So I believe that uh, um, yeah. So again, people are posting their locations. In the meanwhile, we can start with a little brief of the project, so that people who
Mhm.
are joining in, uh, they can just get an idea that what this project is all about.
Okay. Okay, so let me give a quick overview of the project, guys. So let me share my screen. Okay, before I share my screen, so guys, we so we are trying to provide some kind of work experience and the hands-on implementation knowledge to people who struggle to land interview calls, because most of the times when people apply to the job position, they get rejected by employers for the reason of not having hands-on work experience. That's when we thought that we'll conduct live industry project here on LinkedIn Live and YouTube, so that people can actually learn the implementation of skills. Okay, and after completing this project, you'll be able to literally apply to job position, put this project details in your resume on your LinkedIn profile, and you can talk about this project, and people and employers, hopefully they won't treat you as somebody with 0 years of work experience. That is the objective, right? And in this project, the objective is just not to put this project on your resume or on your LinkedIn profile, but to actually teach you how real world applications work, because then you'll be able to perform better in interviews, you'll be able to better perform better in your future job roles. Okay, now let me give you a quick overview of this app, or the project that we are going to do. So I'll share my screen. I hope you're able to see my screen. Okay, so guys, this project is about, give me 1 second, I'll open a document. Hmm. Okay. As you can see on my screen, this project is about a book recommendation application. Again, it's a backend development project. Our recommendation is that you can use Spring Boot and Java, but again, it is language agnostic. You can create this app using any language that you're comfortable in, right? So, be it Java, Python, Golang, Ruby on Rails, Spring Boot, whatever is your expertise, you can utilize to build this particular application. Okay, and so this project is about creating a book recommendation app in which um, you can keep a list of the books that you've already read, the book that you're currently reading, book that you would like to read in the future. Okay, for example, something like Blinkist, which is a very popular app in the US, right? So we are going to create this project right from scratch, and there are two modules. That means we plan to finish this project in 2 weeks. Okay, this is week number one, in which we are going to cover all the tasks in the module number one. Again, we have explained every single thing what you need to do. We'll provide you access of this document. You need to go through the entire details given here in the module number one and complete this module by coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. By that, you need to complete and submit it. Now, what is the submission process? Okay, this LinkedIn post is an anchor post for this particular project. Okay, in this particular LinkedIn post, we have given all the details related to this project and all the document that you need to access, all the important recordings that you want to see, say, of the kickoff call or the submission process. When you read this particular LinkedIn post, you'll see here important links. Here, you'll find a sheet where you can find your team members. You can find the deck that we used in the kickoff call. You will find the document, this document that I'm showing you right over here, the project detail document, which covers module number one and module number two details. You'll be able to find the document over here, and how to submit module number one and two. We have given detail in this particular link. It's basically you need to go to a Google form, fill in your details simply, okay, and submit it. And when you submit it by Wednesday, we'll get to know that okay, you have completed module number two. You'll be promoted to the module number. You have completed module number one, and you'll be promoted to module number two. At the end of this project, we'll provide you a certification as we have mentioned over here. So everyone who complete this project properly, following all the guidelines and the timelines, will get a certification from High Counselor, as well as top 10 teams will get $25 Amazon gift card as well. Okay, again, it's a 2-week project, started on last Wednesday and will continue for about next 12 days more. Okay, so that's a high level overview. Let me share this uh, LinkedIn anchor post link with you all. Okay, so all of your questions answers will be given over here. I'm just writing here anchor post for live project. Okay, guys. Now, one more question that come up. So, a lot of people have said, "Okay, I have not found my team member." Or if you are a new, or if you are a new one, you can simply go to this particular sheet, and here you can find your team members. Okay, you can find your team members over here. Just simply search your name, and when you find your team member, connect with them. Come up with a team name, say unicorns or anything else, and simply come to this post and comment below that, hey guys, my team name is XYZ, and tag your teammates over here. Okay. Also, any doubt related to this project, for example, you can say that, oh, I'm unable to find my team member. Just write comment over here and we'll get back to you. Okay. So anything related to project, you'll find it in this particular LinkedIn post. Okay, any question, guys, that we can take up related to this intro, and then we'll solve any doubts that you may encountered in module number 1.
Priya, if you can take up one question coming from David.
Yeah. So before jumping into the question, I would like to give an overview of the project, how it is segregated, and what all modules we have, and what all you have to do. As like we all are doing maybe in different languages. Not everyone are going for Java. You can also do in Python and many other language. So I just want to brief about the overview, what is the task, and what we are going to do in the book review app. So, for book review app, the recommendation that I have given is Spring Boot and Postgres SQL with a React. And now, whenever you are utilizing some of the database, so you will be having a huge database of book set. So that database you will be getting from the Open Library API that you have for the book. So very first thing, I can see this question. Let me read this. Task one, system design number one says to create front-end application using React, but earlier in the project breakdown stated module one is only backend. What exactly is supposed to be built? Just a front-end placeholder that does nothing. Subtask three also states to build a React front-end. Okay, David. So here, when I'm talking about the task one, we have done setup and installation. So these setup and installation, we will be setuping the whole backend and front end module. So for the backend module, we need a Spring Boot and Postgres installed, Postgres SQL. You can also have a Docker container. And for React, I want you to just set up the installation. Whatever task related to the React, we will be doing in the module two, but this is the second task, or the first task is just for the setuping. So that is what I have mentioned. And the task related to the front end we will be doing in the module second. Okay, any other question?
Yeah, so I can see one question from Ben. He says that can I go solo in the project? Look, we can go solo, but I believe that that is not the right way of doing it because everybody else is doing it into a team. Although we will look for individual submissions at the end of the project, but the team name should be the same. So if you'll join somebody's team, it will help you learning more because different skill set people will bring on something new to the table. So I believe that is the way to go. One of the question is coming from Pankaj. He says that can I develop the front end in HTML or CSS or JavaScript?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So HTML, CSS, you just need to create a login form that needs a basic page, that registration page. So you can do that in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I have suggested React. Whichever language you're comfortable, you can develop in that. So proceeding with the task one. Everyone, please pay attention. Those who are new and those who don't know what to do exactly. So for the task one, understanding the requirements and designing the schema. So very basic thing of book review app is you need to actually understand what all interface you have. So you have a user interface where you will be interacting. So in the user interface you will be having a simple front end, you will be developing in front end framework React that provides simple and intuitive interface to interact with the application. What you will be having, you will be having login, you will be having registration, you will be having after login, you will be having all the book details and the books in your library and the reviews related to that. So this is the user interface. Remaining thing which we'll be doing in the backend, it is the RESTful web services. So the backend of the application developed using Spring Boot, which will expose a set of RESTful web application. The authentication and the authorization part we will be doing in backend, and that we will be connecting to the front end. So I hope you got the idea how the user interface will be looking like. PostgreSQL as we are using for the database, again, you can use any database that whichever you are comfortable with. And again, Open Library API. This Open Library API, we will be doing this in the next module. So previously, like I have also suggested, before jumping into any project, you first need to design the project. So here, can you scroll down? Is it sharing the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the diagram of book review app. Everyone will be having this diagram. This diagram simply says about how the layer will look like. So we have React, that is a front end application. Then we have a Spring Security that will handle the authentication and the authorization. Then it will enter the database, it will interact with Spring MVC and the database. It will be fetching the data from API, Open Library Search API, and then it will be storing in the database. So this is how the overview diagram, or you can tell it as a design pattern, how this looks like. So schema design, going forward we need to develop a schema design. According to you, you can have book, author, user. So what all things you will be having in user? You will be having a user ID. You can have a username, password. In book, you can have a lot of features like book name, publication date, book ID, author. According to you, you can also add more, or you can remain to the remain to the list which I have provided you. So the subtask one is create a schema diagram using the website DB diagram. So I think everyone know about DB diagram. Amisa, can you scroll a little bit down?
Vivek is doing it.
Okay, Vivek. Yeah. So this is create a schema diagram using the website DB diagram. Everyone, would you provide a specific open library API? Yes, I will provide Zafir Yusuf. That will be the part of a module two. So the first step is to design and to set up the installation. The very first part, everyone struggle is with the setup. So the project setup is very big task. So I want everyone to set up, everyone to be on the same
I
page.
believe that, Priya, you have already included everything is in the document. I believe everything is written in the document. So I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
suggest that everyone who is doing this project, or who even if somebody is starting this project today, Priya has done a great job on the document part. So you should go to the document and just have an overview. The system design, the setup, everything is given over there, right? So we can take
yeah.
up certain another queries which is not in the document. That would be more great, right?
Amit sir,
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah.
before we jump into next question,
Yeah,
uh, I think we should introduce the platform, right? And then
yeah,
we can jump into
absolutely,
the
absolutely.
more technical questions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So, so guys, give me 1 second. Let me put up a URL here. Give me one. Uh, Vivek, if you can take down this question.
I'll take up certain questions. So Jafar says, "Would you be
Not,
providing?"
not
She has
that
taken up that
so
question.
not this one.
Okay.
Not this one. Actually, the banner that's coming up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. So, guys, as we said at the beginning of this meeting, that we have created a platform for everyone who wants to crack software engineering or data science interviews. Right? We have created a platform that everyone can utilize to practice coding questions. And we have created this platform in the last few months, and the objective is to create it from the company's interview perspective. That means we have added questions that were asked in top either FANG companies or other top Fortune 500 companies interview process. And this platform, we are keeping it open and free for all the job seekers. So if you're searching for a job, no matter whether you're in India or in the United States or in Nigeria or Canada, you can simply utilize this platform to practice n number of coding questions. And the great thing is that every single week we are going to add new questions to this platform, and we'll mention that which company has asked this question in the previous week. So we work with a lot of job seekers. So as people report that, hey, this question I interviewed with this company, and this company has asked me this particular question, we'll create a solution of that question and we'll share it with you. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen, and I'll give you a quick overview of this platform, how you can utilize it. Okay, so let me log out. Okay, the platform URL is assessment.highcounselor.com. Okay, so give me one second. Yes, so you can simply go to assessment.highcounselor.com. When you go here, you simply need to create an account. So simply click on this link called create an account, fill in your detail like your first name, last name, your email ID, whatever password you want to do it, and sign up. Once you sign up, you'll be able to log in. For example, if I log in into my account, I get to this screen which has all the questions. So guys, this is a coding practice platform. It's much better than platforms like Lead Code or Algo Expert, because in this platform you don't need to pay anything. If on Lead Code, if you want to access a company specific question, you need to pay for it. On Algo Expert, if you want to access and practice all those coding questions, you need to pay, I think, 75 or 80 bucks a month. We have kept this platform absolutely free for all job seekers. You can simply come create your free account, and here you get all the questions. All these questions, as you can see here, they're divided into easy, medium, hard, and very hard category. Okay, so wherever you want to start, simply go to that particular category and click on that question, and you'll get your personalized ID. You can simply write your code, run your code. Based on your code, it will give you the output whether you have provided the right solution or not in terms of test case, how many test cases your solution has passed. Once you complete it, you can submit it. Once you submit it, you'll be able to see your result on directly this page. Okay, so it will say, okay, you have not passed any test cases. When you'll complete it successfully, it will say you have passed all the test cases or you have passed partial test cases. Now, as we move forward, guys, right, in this coming week, we'll be start adding questions specific to companies. So we'll tell you that, hey, this question was asked by Google in the Google software developer interview last week, or this particular question was asked by Intel or TCS in this particular week. Okay, and we'll provide you a detailed solution, and you can come and practice it here. So, guys, utilize this tool as much as you want to prepare for interviews, and you'll find all relevant coding questions over here. Okay, Amit sir, anything else that you want to cover related to this tool?
Yeah. So this is a very, very interesting tool. Why I say this? Because earlier, one of the biggest challenges the job seeker says is that we are not earning something and we have to pay for a subscription, right? And those subscriptions are not even like it's not cheaper, right? It's not affordable that much. So we have created this completely free. Go and sign up your account, go to these questions, practice your question, run your quizzes, and we'll try to made this platform more exhaustive in nature. So since we have just started it right now, so you might see that there are only few questions right away. But to be very honest, just wait for 2-3 weeks and you will see that the number of questions adding on this platform. So we'll go like left, right, and center to add up as many questions and as many as company based questions over here. And we'll try to create some new challenges over there here also, so that you can come and participate in those challenges, win some prizes, show your talent here, so that that can also be like one of the highlighting feature. That okay, and if you let's say you can go to your LinkedIn also, you can say that hey, this is a good platform, this is completely free, you can try all those questions in Python, JavaScript, SQL queries. You can share this. And one thing, like whenever you solve any good questions over here, you can share also that hey, I tried to this 5 hard questions from this particular platform, I was able to, I'm like, I faced these kind of challenges and finally I did it. So like this is a good platform, and this is completely free from our side to everyone. So go and sign up your account. I'll be happy to see that how many accounts get signed up today only, right?
Hmm.
And try to share it on LinkedIn also. That will be great. Or any of the social media platform, wherever you see that anybody who is in need or who is looking for these kind of platform, I would, this could be a great asset for it, for anyone.
Hmm. Okay. By the way, guys, if you can simply let us know right now if you found it helpful or not, just in the chat box, that hey guys, I think this is great. So you can either give us a thumbs up, right, or say okay, this is very useful, I'll use it, I won't use it. Just write in the chat box so that we get to know about it.
Okay, so there are some fan following for Priya also, right? Ankit says he's a fan of Priya. That's good, Priya. You're getting more popular now. You will have more following on LinkedIn, right? Or any other platform.
I just hope
Okay.
everyone does the project and they just get benefit from that.
But
Yeah,
I believe
that's
that
the main.
there is a good level of engagement and participation, and as the week will move proceed, people will participate
Yeah.
in this. So there
I
are
would like to take one question from this. I don't know who the name is. LinkedIn user.
okay.
In the document provided, it is mentioned that we have to create a schema, but we have to submit a ER diagram. But I believe schema and ER diagram both are different. Yes. So talking about the schema diagram and ER, so entity relationship diagram. So ER diagram is little bit of a high level graphical representation. Whatever you have, your entities or attributes and their relationship. Whoever is comfortable with ER diagram to go in a high level graphical representation, they can go and they can create a complete ER diagram representing the entities, attributes, and the relationship. Talking in terms of schema diagram, it is bit of a graphical representation of a database schema. So whatever makes you comfortable with schema diagram or ER diagram, if you want to go in a specific high level graphical design, you can go with ER diagram. Or if you just want to show a graphical representation of a table, columns, and database objects, you can go to the schema diagram. I hope this cleared your doubt. Yeah. So people are telling very useful coding practice platform. I will definitely be using it. Thank you, David. Super
Okay,
useful. Will definitely
let's take
use
up
that.
more questions. So one of the guys who they said that this is similar to some other platform. We never said that these kind of platforms are not available. We always said that there are platforms which provide you these kind of like Lead Code or Algo Expert, or they could be Code Academy, Hacker Rank. There are so many platforms which provide similar kind of thing, but they mostly charge from either employers, or they charge from, mostly they charge from candidates. Either if you will try to access their premium questions, they will definitely will charge from you. But this is completely free, and we are not charging anything from anyone. So go and try out, and let us also know your reviews about this platform. And we'll try to bring in newer things on these platform, because right now we have just launched it today. We have just started it today only. So I believe that as we move forward, will try to develop it more better experience in terms of questions also, and in terms of UI also.
Hmm.
Okay, so so Umar says I already signed up. So thank you, Umar. Thank you so much. And I will love to see more signed up over here. That would be great. Okay. Okay, so one of the questions coming: can we have an extension of the deadline for module one? So I believe that look, we always said that when we start these projects, we clearly state our deadlines. The reason here is that the client will always give you a deadline for a particular project, and we always believe that here High Counselor is the client, and all the people are performing on this project for High Counselor. So We will not be extending the deadlines. Like, and even if there would be a little bit of extension, that could be in module 2 for 1 day or maybe a two, so 1 day or so. So I don't believe that we'll be extending deadlines, because that will affect others people performance also, because that delay everything, right? So that is not the right way to go. uh, Team 193 needs two more people. So anybody who wants to, who's not able to get in a new team, Team 193 is waiting for you. You can go over there. Okay, just to confirm, we don't have a create the
Yeah.
front end functionality. We just,
Uh,
okay, one question coming
I'll
from
take up
David.
this
Yeah.
question, David. I'll take up this question. So, David, yes, you need to create the front end application, and as I have mentioned in the third task, uh, as I've mentioned in the third task, so you need to just set up a registration page. So, what you will be having in the registration page, you will be having the placeholder for username and the password, so that you can do in your registration page and the login page, and that you need to integrate with your backend registration controller in Spring Boot or in whatever language you are doing. So you need to do that. If you are using Golang, so you need to integrate it with the handler. So only these part you will be using for the front end. You just have a registration page and the login page at front end, and remaining part you just have to set up and leave it. In the next session we will be discussing it. In the next module we'll be discussing in detail what all things we need to do it. Leave about the fetch API or the XCOS, because that also we will be discussing in the module 2. Here we are doing only the setup and the authentication and authorization in backend and front end. Can you advise how to
Okay.
implement the API connection to Postgres and IntelliJ, please? Yes, this is a new data sourcing for me and something I have been wanting to learn how to do since bootcamp. Okay, so Rachel, like the very first thing, if you have downloaded your Spring Boot, if you are using IntelliJ, that's good. For the Postgres, you simply have to install the Docker container. So if I can show my screen. Okay, yeah, can you see my screen? Just a second.
Okay, we are not able to see it right now.
Yeah,
Okay, no worries. We can take up certain questions till the time you share it.
yeah,
Okay, is it compulsory to use React in the front end? No, we already told this earlier also, that this project is a platform agnostic project. So anybody who wants to do this project, or you want to do some other language, do it in some other language, you are most welcome to do it.
yeah. So my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Yeah. So Rachel, simply what you can do is you have to create a Docker. You need to install the Docker container. If you are using Postgres, there are two ways. You can install Postgres in your app in your system, or you can use a Docker. I prefer Docker because it is easy and lightweight. So you can simply install Docker, and you can have this image that is Postgres 15. This is the latest setup or latest version, and we have this image and the environment. You need to simply give the database name, the user, and the password and the ports. That's it. You have to do this connection in the Postgres, and make sure that in your dependencies the Postgres SQL is already there. And where you will get this, when initially you will be setuping the Spring Boot from the Spring initializer. I have mentioned everything in detail in the document. Please go once or twice through the document, because everything I have mentioned the detail. So in the Spring initializer, you have the Postgres dependency. This is the Postgres dependency that you have in the runtime and as well as the test. So simply when you put this dependency, you get your Postgres SQL, and then you have to just set up this Docker compose.yaml and do it. As you just have to give a start, and then you can check in the data source whether the tables are reflecting or not after creating the models, right? So I hope this I hope this cleared your doubt. But if any other doubt you come it comes, then you can just mention in the comment. I'll be ready to help. But before that, I expect everyone to go through the document, because I have mentioned everything in detail, and that will kindly help you guys. If you are stuck in some error, the compilation error or the Maven dependencies error, you can mention that in the comment. Okay. Any other question? Oh, yes, I thank you. I'm setting up initializer with my team today so they can see how it's done. And then, yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. You will
Okay.
easily get a setup of Docker. I have mentioned what are the steps, so you can find it easily. And also, yeah, if you work together, you can move faster, because people are there who knows Java, so you can move faster.
When we are working in groups, why we are expected to submit the task individually? The reason here is there are two things we need to understand. When we work in group, there are other things also we need to learn, like teamwork, coordination, deadlines, like coordinating people from different geographic zones and different time zones. So that is one part of the challenge. Another part is, and that becomes very, very important when you go for an interview and they ask you a behavioral question. For example, they can ask you, give me a situation when you worked in team and you faced a certain challenge. So this could be an ideal answer which can come from this project. And second thing, why we expect people to submit it individually, because the certificate will definitely go to an individual, right? So once you submit your project, we issue a certificate you have successfully completed the project. So that's the reason why we ask this to do you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
so
bye.
one on Voca, like people are from different background. They don't know how to set up few things, but other team members might know. So they can hand holding. They can do. They can teach like whatever they knows. They can share the knowledge. So that is kind of a helpful for every team member.
Okay, so Pankaj says, okay, so he talks about his team. Okay, so I believe that Priya has already taken a lot of questions, and this is just the beginning in the mid of the project of module one right now. So we'll be coming back with the module two whenever we'll start module two, and we do have a post where you can post your queries, and our team will be responding you every time. And Aditya has already shared that in this chat also, and do try the new platform assessment.highconsulate.com. That's a very, very good platform, completely free. Go try out your and practice as many questions as possible. Do let us know on LinkedIn by tagging us that how many questions you attempted, did you like the platform or not. That is also very, very important. So that's it, I
So
believe. Yeah, Priya, any other question if you have it,
Yeah,
yeah.
one simple question I'll take of Pankaj Sharma. He's telling that in my team all are from different technologies. So no worries, if people are in different technology, you can connect with someone who are like in the comment section. You get to know who is working in Java, who is working in Python. You get to know easily going through the comments. If not, then you can come to me if you are facing any problem with different technologies. I can guide you with Java and Python as well. So simply tell me what technical errors or technical problems you are facing. I'll be there to help. But yes, uh, please try to connect with people who are working in same technologies. You can easily get their name in the list. And also, Vivek, I just want you can create a simple section in that list where people can put in what language they are trying to develop, so that I can get a brief idea, and I can in according to that I can help.
What they can
Yeah.
do is, it's a very simple thing. Go and write on the same post, just write in the comment section that, hey, I'm good at with Python, I'm looking for team members from somebody in front end, let's say, and you are looking for somebody from React. So somebody from React will definitely come and message you. That's not a problem, right? uh,
Yeah.
and I believe that that's the beauty of a diversity, right? That if people are from different languages, that is where the real challenge begins. I earlier also I told you that this is the work never affects you. It is the people around the work will definitely affect you more as compared to the work.
Yeah. And
Okay, so yeah.
one more
So anything?
question of Ben. So you need to submit individually, right? You need to build in the team. You need to take help from the team members. You have to exchange knowledge. Submit it in different ways. You can create your own GitHub project. You can share the link, or you can just download the zip folder and you can share it to us. So anything works, but the submission should be individual. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's it for today. I guess we have already taken up a lot of questions. We have introduced a new platform also, and like as we like earlier, we started with this live project that was completely free. Everybody is doing from different geographic location. Now we have come up with assessment.highcounselor.com. Go to this platform, and I'm expecting a good number of registrations today only. And if you can share it with your friends, peer groups, that you can, hey, you can come and practice, that would be great. So, just last question, if we can take from Mohanlal, and before we wrap this session.
One question. Let's say I'm going to create a web application or a mobile application using backend technology Spring Boot. When coming to DB like Mongo, Cassandra, MySQL, which one do you prefer for handling large number of records? So this is an interesting question, Mohanlal. I like to answer this. Talking about the database, you are familiar with the Open Library API. There are huge number of data set. There are huge number of books set there. Talk if you want to download all of them, like there is something 11 point some 5 GB or of data, book data. So for the better scalability, you can have Cassandra, as it is a NoSQL database. But for now, uh, till like 1 TB, you can handle it with MySQL and PostgreSQL. So for beginners, I would like to suggest MySQL or PostgreSQL. Cassandra, of course, Cassandra is a very better scalable tool, but for the beginners, it might not be helpful because in the companies, in the entry levels, they don't ask about Cassandra much. They will ask about the Postgres or MySQL simple queries. So I'll prefer the beginner. They can go with SQL, MySQL. But if you want some better performing tool, or you want a scalability where scalability is an issue, then you can use Cassandra or MongoDB. So I hope I answered your question, Mohanlal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, one more question coming. Can we change the entity attributes from our table? Yeah, can we take the last question? This is the last for today
Yeah.
because already the question is too long now. Yeah.
Sure. Can we change entity attributes from our table or add a new table while working on this project? Sure, sure. Anytime if you want, if you feel to add some new entity in your table, like for book, I have only mentioned book ID, author name, publication date, and publication ID, and some brief description about the book. But if you want, there are many entities in a book, right? So if you want to add few more like pricing or the ratings or any other things, you can add that as well while working on the project. Anytime you can change the entity, right? You can simply create a new flyway migration and you can update it, right? It's as simple as it is. So you can create different version of your migrations. That's how you can add a new entity attributes for your table.
Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in for this live session. Thanks, Vivek. Thanks. A great thumbs up for Vivek and his team because they look into the lot of logistic part of this project, right
Yeah.
from comment section to like sending mails, adding up documents. And thanks to Priya for taking up all these queries very patiently. And I hope we'll be meeting very soon with the launch of Module 2 when we'll be starting the Module 2. And
Yeah.
in the meanwhile, if you face any queries related to this project, go to that post and comment over there, and we'll be happy to respond over there. And do not miss out the new platform assessment.highcounselor.com. That's completely free. Go and practice as many questions as possible. We are going to add a huge amount of questions on this platform from different companies because we generally have questions from companies. We were not getting the right platform where we can share, but now we have our own platform, and that's why you can access all these things for free. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and we'll meet very soon. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Have a
Bye
great day,
bye. Thank
everyone.
you.